This is so much worse when I can't use 5 stars, man. I want to get a Yaka in there or whatever. I mean, this is just one example where I really feel tempted. It's your boy, procrastinating until the last second. Oh, and we also have like a platinum thing. I'm probably not going to go for full platinum when I'm also trying to do no 5 stars. Unless there are rewards to be had, then I'll try. And indeed, we do have 2 halves like Abyss. We could use trial characters. I would imagine my Water Dude and Shanling are better than the, I don't know for sure, but I thought it'd be a lot more complicated, which is one of the reasons I hesitated to do it, because I was like, I don't really feel like learning this thing right now, but it's a lot simpler than I thought. So no 5 stars, huh? That's going to be a bit of a challenge. None of these guys, only starting here. Oh geez, I don't know if I even have 2 main DPSs raised. Ningguang would work, Razor, Yanfei of course. And most of the really OP supports are also 4 stars, so that's kind of nice. It also depends on which buff goes where though, because the trigger requirement is on these blue tiles, but what actually happens when you trigger that is based on these. So knowing that, this pair here is kind of useless in a lot of cases with like single hit bursts, because you don't care about your elemental burst damage being increased when you have to deal damage with a burst first. In like Razor's case, it doesn't really matter because it's a long lasting burst. Even so, I think I'm going to change that to like, I don't know, takes the field. That works. And energy recharge after using burst would be the most appropriate. The teams I'm thinking about going with though probably won't utilize Elemental Mastery, so I'm going to double up on burst. I think my first team is probably going to utilize Yanfei for our main DPS. Something like this probably. And I think in second half we're going to go a physical team. With Razor as our main DPS, probably. The first setup is honestly a little bit hard, just thinking about teams without any 5 stars at all. It's kind of difficult. So I decided to go for a slightly different team. I'm going to try and actually use Rosaria as our physical, because I don't think I've even tried that before, so that might be pretty interesting. Up here, everything should be good. I don't know, let's just go give it a try, I suppose. Not really sure what to expect yet, but let's just go ahead. What? I just saw a 100k burst from our Yanfei there. That's pretty insane. I mean, there are some buffs going on already. You know, stuff and stuff. So I guess we can't pay attention to the damage numbers too much, but still, that was pretty cool. 49k charge attacks. Okay, yeah, even Water Dude was doing like 75k with his E. There are some pretty big buffs going off here. 114 from Yanfei Burst. I don't think I even built them all that well since I had to build like 5 characters and I didn't want it to take too long. I was a little bit not super, you know, thorough, I guess. 143 from Burst is getting even crazier. So this side is, I think, is actually doing pretty well. We have 5 seconds here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get another kill off. Maybe, yeah, we could get one more. But then we got the big points there. But even so, 1644 for the first half, I think is pretty solid. This team I'm a little bit more concerned about, but we'll see how that goes. Just gonna start with everyone's stuff here. Yeah, I'm more interested in our physical Rosaria here. She's doing some alright damage, I would say. Some 10Ks, and she attacks obviously a lot quicker than Razor, so still definitely not as good as the first team, I gotta say, but yeah, that's just what it is. I think we'll definitely be able to get gold, but probably not much more than that. I got a 20k charged. Of course, the Electro Mage is why I kind of wanted a physical here, because they are already weak against physical anyway. Oh, we passed the 3k mark. I'm not sure, that might be platinum, or was that just the cutoff for gold? If so, that was barely gold. Oh no, yeah, gold is 2,000. I think platinum is 4,000, as it usually is with these. So we got in the middle of gold and platinum, actually pretty good for not being able to use any 5 stars. But also I think the second team wasn't great because the harmonics didn't really synergize well. It was mostly about bursts. This one, I think we do have normal attacks, so I'm probably going to keep at least the same team in one of these. Probably not second half, since there are Ruin Guards, and they are pretty strong against physical. This half might be an issue because there's a bunch of Electro stuff, but Yeah, I think we're going to put them in the first half anyway. These are all strong though. Attack speed, elemental damage bonus, and normal attack damage. So my Yanfei team is more or less staying the same, but the first one up here is a bit weird. It's basically a Geo team, but with Shanling. I didn't mean to take her out. That's kind of annoying now. I felt like some Pyro would be good because we have Electro, Cryo, Abyss Mages, and a bunch of water and Electro stuff. So, I honestly can't really tell. I think our Ningguang is doing some solid damage here and there. When I'm doing charge attack or burst. We have a couple of buffers here like Yunjin and Goro, mainly just so I have the 3 Geos because I didn't really have any choice. I could have taken Noelle, and I think that's basically it of the 4 stars. Check out that Abyss Mage. Yeah, each of those rocks were doing 14k. That's pretty insane. I don't know what's going on with the Vibro Crystals, to be perfectly honest. It seems only one is proccing at a time, which would actually be kind of annoying in a way, but yeah, whatever. Some Abyss Mages. There's an Abyss Mage. We're gonna go ahead and pop it, I suppose. Yeah, the first half didn't do terribly well. I think we have like 1,200 points, so we're gonna have to really make it up here. I mean, we only need 2,000, so not really, but I think getting to the 3,000 mark would be pretty cool as well. The Yanfei team, of course, is doing really well. Hopefully, well, we just made it to the 3,000 mark, so that's fine. Would be nice if we could kill this one, though. Charge attack. Yeah, we could do it. Just Ruin Guards left. I guess we are not going to be able to do that. 3264. I'm happy with it. So here we have more or less just a bunch of random stuff. A lot of water. Second half is nothing too special either, but a lot of Ruin stuff and Ruin Guards, so perhaps no physical. Also, you obviously don't see it, but the battle doesn't take very long. It's the prep beforehand, making sure the characters I'm using are, you know, have artifacts and stuff. Oh, this one's focused on Electro, it looks like. All the Electro reactions, Electro damage, only this one where you use just an elemental skill. The actual bonuses don't seem to have anything to do with Electro though. But yeah, I guess we are gonna have to get like an Electro in each team. Oh, and I didn't even notice the domain details where everyone gets a 40% Electro damage bonus. Shame we can't use our Shogun. Oh boy, this is honestly pretty rough. I'm not used to being only restricted to 4 stars, especially when you have to make 2 teams and they always have to be different because there's different enemies and different buffs. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain, honestly. I did bring out Beidou. I know she's excellent and everything, but I think I need Water Dude down there, but it's like, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna funnel them all into Burst just to see how that changes things, because I'm still not really sure how it works, honestly. Not that it really matters unless we get a repeat of this event, but they'll always change little things about it anyway. So I'm just gonna start with her E, I suppose. Shanling Burst. Barbara, she has Thurling Tails as well, so that's helpful for our Yanfei. Let's go and go back to Fischl, do a little burst there. Well, I'm obviously seeing quite a bit less damage from Yanfei without consistent Vaporize. We really only have Barbara because Water Dude's in the other team. Is Fischl doing an okay amount of damage? She's probably not built super well, but I'm quite sure I did give her something, so... I mean, here, of course, she should have consistent Vaporize against all these water enemies, which is the main reason I decided to have Water Dude in the other team. But yeah, I really hope my second half is better somehow, because we got like 1,200 points. Again, we only really need 2k, but still, let's see here. Let's just go ahead and use Beidou's Burst, I guess. There's a lot of AoE here, so I thought it'd be pretty good. Is it good? I can't really tell. Actually, yeah, I think it is. Can use her Burst again. Yeah, I mean, I think the Electro Charge is doing pretty well. A lot of AoE, and they're dropping pretty quick, so that's nice. Obviously, I'm trying a bunch of teams really quick, so it's hard to get used to anything, but like, just keep on cycling, really, using everyone's skills and bursts off cooldown as much as possible, and enemies are going down relatively fast. I mean, we're gonna probably make it to 3k again, potentially. Yep, there we go, 3,012. 3,300, I think that is our highest, actually. Oh, yay, some kind of corrosion stuff going on here, but whatever. Got a lot of pyro stuff, and then more pyro in second half. But yeah, some kind of healing will probably be necessary. Thankfully, we did build up our Barbara, so that'll help. Really doesn't want you to use any pyro characters, which is sad, because I think the Yanfei team was definitely the strongest. I mean, I'm probably still going to use it. It's only the tough enemies that are pyro, and still have like Water Dude there for shields and whatnot. Well, we actually don't have a ton of actual hydro damage going off, just Barbara and Water Dude, so probably just going to go for the extra attack. Here, I think I will just go one of each, because at least Water Dude's damage is pretty respectable, and we will need it for the Pyro Agent and whatnot. Let's see how this goes. Kind of trying Rosaria as my main DPS again. It's kind of a little bit more weird this time because we have like a bunch of elements. I guess mainly Barbara, but we need Barbara for the healing. There aren't a ton of 4-star healers either, so yeah, a Hydro is definitely the most preferred in this scenario though. Ah, geez, I just realized, I think Shanling has Rosaria's weapon. So we have like, I mean, it's a pretty good weapon actually. I think that's Crescent Pike, so it definitely works. My stats just weren't distributed for that weapon. Oh wow, this actually isn't going very good at all. We're at 700 points. Gold is actually gonna be a challenge. Taking a look at this current score. Yeah, we couldn't even break 1,000. I mean, we should be able to get 2,000 probably, but like, I probably wasn't performing at my peak gamer-ness, but oh yeah, this is going a lot better already. This undoubtedly has been the much stronger team. Kind of forgot about all this poison stuff. My Yanfei was really hurting there, so I gotta kind of use Binny's Burst a little bit more carefully. Yeah, I actually have my units kind of messed up here. It should be Sucrose and Water Dude reversed. Wait, let me just try and get a burst off real quick. Hopefully, kill. I think that's near our highest, which is super hilarious when you consider we didn't even break 1,000 on the first team. Just goes to show how awesome this team is, or just the fact those units didn't work super well together. But yeah, I am of course referring to the first team units. 2 left to go. Let's see what we got. Crystallized Shard, up to 45% damage bonus is pretty insane though. And we do have Rock Fawns in both halves? No, just in the first half. So we're probably going to do something with Geo in the first half again. And I think we're going to try and even out the team a little bit. Try and make the really strong one a little weaker and try and make the other one a bit stronger. So probably Binny and Ningguang for first half. I think that'd be pretty good. I unfortunately already messed up my Ningguang because someone took one of her feathers. Yep, 2 of the triggers involve Geo. Charged attack crit rate? That's kind of weird. I mean, I am using Ningguang, so probably going to do some charge attacks here and there, but Problem is there's a total of 4 4-star Geos, and 3 of them are in the first team, so Noelle is the only choice here, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to bother building her. She's just going to be there to do some reactions, proc the crystals. Besides that, we're probably just going to do the same team minus Binny. Also, I guess we don't really need Sucrose since I can't pre-swirl the stuff for Viridescent. I did that with Binny and it was, yeah, but whatever. I'll just have Sarah for a bit of extra bonus because Yanfei is a pretty quick damage dealer, 1-hit burst and all. Really don't care about Geo damage bonus at all, so yeah, whatever else. All right, let's give it a try though. Whoa, I just saw 64k with my Ningguang. And 30k from each of the crystals. Feel like I just wasted it on that half-dead Hilichurl there. Try a charge attack. Jesus Christ, okay, Ningguang is popping off. I guess all the buffs kind of do help. 48k charge, I think that was. It is a little bit annoying they're coming one at a time, though. Oh my god, that charge attack was devastating, though. Jeez. Burst? Ningguang burst? 19k per rock? Even so, that doesn't seem to be translating to a big score here. We're only at 724 with 45 seconds left. The problem is they're all coming one at a time, and the setup actually does require a little bit of time, so always got to look around to see where they spawned, which is kind of annoying, honestly. But yeah, Ningguang can basically one-shot everything with her charge attack when she has all the crystals. Ah, geez. I shouldn't have done her burst, the animation time. So what do we have here? 1292. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was. This team is going pretty well. It could be going better, but I did trade off a little bit from replacing Binny with Noelle, of course. Let's see what we can do to this Ruin Guard here. Well, died pretty quickly, honestly. 51k charged. Ah, almost killed that one, but still we did break the 3k, so I'm happy enough with it. And the final challenge here, what do we got going on? Frozen opponents. That might be a bit of a challenge, but we have some cryos. There's like no hydro in here, but there's a lot of water stuff here. I would use Chongyun more, but I kind of forgot how he works. It's a little tough when you have every single character, you know, remembering the little details about everyone individually. I'm pretty sure Aloy kind of classifies as a 5-star, so I'm not gonna use her. Yeah, and again, for 2 of these connections here, we need frozen reaction or hitting frozen opponents, so it's gonna be pretty important. The cryo doesn't necessarily need to be our main DPS, but we need some consistent freezing. If my Kaya was raised, I'd probably use him, but yeah. This is so much worse when I can't use 5 stars, man. I want to get a Yaka in there or whatever. I mean, this is just one example where I really feel tempted. Also, it feels like I can't really use Pyro because I'm just going to keep melting them. But on the other hand, most importantly is getting the harmonics, I guess. Cryo damage bonus we definitely don't need for this team though. And damage against frozen opponents, also not really. Okay, well, dang. I don't have the characters for this. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I think for first half, I'm just going to ignore Vibro Crystal and go with the same team I had before. See how that works out. Might be pretty interesting. I was super impressed with this team. Obviously, without basically any buffs, it's going to be a lot harder, but we'll see. We can basically only trigger the second one when we use an elemental skill, so we got to make that one good. Literally none of the buffs matter for this team, so I can just do whatever I want to, honestly. I'll probably end up changing it if we can't get gold, but yeah, without being able to use my 5 stars, it's pretty hard. Got enough crit damage, Chongyun? Are we ready to rumble? But with 2 cryos, Blizzard Strayer, and the enemy is getting frozen pretty consistently, I don't think I need much crit rate. Whatever, let's see what happens. Starting with this team where we basically get no bonuses. I mean, Ningguang is still relatively impressive, I gotta say. Obviously not quite as impressive with no bonuses, but still very solid. Let's try a burst. Well, when it criticaled, I saw like some 13Ks, I think. Charge attack, whatever. I guess I forgot there were Hydro Abyss mages. That really slows everything down. Yeah, unsurprisingly, this was the worst one. Not by too far. We did get like 750 points. There was one team we still got under 1,000, so could have been worse. But yeah, it's to be expected when you basically ignore the massive bonuses. But yeah, let's see how this one performs. I would imagine a little bit better. All right, Chongyun, go ahead and do some stuff. I didn't see, I saw some 20Ks, I believe, which is definitely not bad at all. His burst hits quite often, I believe, as well. I think Rosaria is still built physical, so that's kind of, I don't know, maybe not the best, but I only have one good Blizzard Strayer set. Oh, what the heck was that? He just nuked that Pyro agent. 28Ks there. It's actually doing really well. We still have 30 seconds and we're already up almost at 2,500 here, I believe. Yeah, I think we won't be able to break 3K on this one, unfortunately, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, so close though. Yeah, really, really close. I probably could do it if I really wanted to, but it doesn't matter. You know, got gold everywhere at least. And that's the cutoff for rewards. Like, I would have gone for platinum, and I imagine that would have been much easier than forcing myself to use no 5 stars. Surprisingly though, it wasn't that bad. I actually kind of enjoyed using some characters I don't normally use a lot, so that was nice. Obviously, Xingqiu and Bennett are gonna be like in every team because you can't not have them, especially in a challenge where you can't use 5 stars. But yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do it. The prep time was absolutely insane. For this video, it's probably gonna be like maybe 15 minutes, but we're recording for nearly 3 hours because every battle I had to go in and change gear around since I don't have sets for all 50 characters or how many ever there are. So yeah, a little annoying, but hope you enjoyed. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.